Today our topic is how Stoicism can help you in business. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy, but its ideas are still very useful today, especially in business. Stoicism teaches us how to stay calm, make good decisions, and handle difficult situations. In business, there are many challenges like competition, stress, and failure. Stoicism can help us face these challenges with a strong mind and a clear focus. Let me explain how. First, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot control. In business, there are many things we cannot control. For example, we cannot control the economy, the market, or what our competitors do. But we can control our own actions, our attitude, and how we respond to problems. When we focus on what we can control, we feel less stressed and more powerful. Imagine you are running a business and sales are slow. Instead of worrying about things you cannot change, like the economy, you can focus on what you can do. Maybe you can improve your product, talk to your customers, or find new ways to market your business. This is a Stoic way of thinking. It helps you take action instead of feeling helpless. Second, Stoicism teaches us to accept failure and learn from it. In business, failure is normal. Even the most successful people have failed many times. But Stoicism teaches us that failure is not the end. It is just a step on the way to success. When something goes wrong, a Stoic does not get angry or give up. Instead, they ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I do better next time?" This attitude is very useful in business. For example, if you lose a big client, instead of feeling sad or angry, you can think about why it happened. Maybe you need to improve your service or communicate better with your clients. By learning from failure, you can grow stronger and smarter. Third, Stoicism teaches us to stay calm under pressure. In business, there is always pressure. You have deadlines, tough decisions, and difficult people to deal with. A Stoic knows that stress and anger do not help. They only make things worse. Instead, a Stoic stays calm and thinks clearly. This is very important in business. For example, imagine you are in a meeting and someone criticizes your idea. Instead of getting upset, you can stay calm and listen. Maybe the criticism is useful and you can improve your idea. Or maybe the person is wrong and you can explain your point of view in a calm and confident way. By staying calm, you show that you are a strong and professional leader. Fourth, Stoicism teaches us to be humble and not to chase fame or money. In business, it is easy to get caught up in the desire for success, money, and recognition. But Stoicism reminds us that these things are not the most important in life. What is more important is to be a good person, to do the right thing, and to help others. This does not mean that you should not try to succeed in business. It just means that you should not let success change who you are. For example, if you become very successful, remember to stay humble and treat others with respect. Do not let money or fame make you greedy or selfish. A Stoic knows that true happiness comes from living a good life, not from having a lot of money or being famous. Fifth, Stoicism teaches us to be prepared for the worst. In business, things can go wrong at any time. You might lose a big client, your product might fail, or the market might change. A Stoic does not wait for these things to happen and then panic. Instead, they prepare for the worst in advance. This is called Premeditatio Malorum, which means premeditation of evils. By imagining the worst-case scenario, you can plan how to handle it. For example, if you think about what you would do if your biggest client left, you can have a plan ready. Maybe you can save more money, find new clients, or improve your product. By being prepared, you can face problems with confidence and avoid panic. Sixth, Stoicism teaches us to focus on the present moment. In business, it is easy to worry about the future or regret the past. But Stoicism reminds us that the only time we have is now. The past is gone, and the future is not here yet. What matters is what we do today. This is very useful in business. For example, instead of worrying about what might happen next year, focus on what you can do today to improve your business. Maybe you can make a new plan, talk to your team, or work on a new project. By focusing on the present, you can make better decisions and take action instead of just worrying. Seventh, Stoicism teaches us to be grateful for what we have. In business, it is easy to always want more. More money, more success, more recognition. But Stoicism reminds us to be grateful for what we already have. This does not mean that we should stop trying to improve. It just means that we should not forget to appreciate the good things in our lives. For example, if you have a good team, a good product, or loyal customers, be grateful for these things. Gratitude helps us stay positive and motivated. It also helps us build better relationships with others. When we show gratitude to our team or our customers, they feel appreciated and are more likely to support us. Eighth, Stoicism teaches us to be honest and ethical. In business, there are many temptations to be dishonest or unethical. Maybe you can lie to get a contract, cheat your customers, or take shortcuts. But Stoicism teaches us that honesty and ethics are more important than short-term success. A Stoic knows that doing the right thing is always the best choice, even if it is harder. For example, if you make a mistake, admit it and fix it. If you have a problem with a client, be honest and find a solution. By being honest and ethical, you build trust and respect. This is very important for long-term success in business. Ninth, Stoicism teaches us to be resilient. In business, there will always be challenges and setbacks. But Stoicism teaches us to be strong and keep going. A Stoic does not give up when things get hard. Instead, they see challenges as opportunities to grow. For example, if you face a big problem in your business, do not give up. Think about how you can solve it and keep moving forward. By being resilient, you can overcome any obstacle and achieve your goals. 10th, Stoicism teaches us to lead by example. In business, leaders have a big influence on their team. 1. A Stoic leader sets a good example by being calm, honest, and focused. They do not let their emotions control them, and they always do the right thing. This inspires their team to do the same. For example, if you are a leader, show your team how to handle stress, how to learn from failure, and how to stay positive. By leading by example, you create a strong and motivated team. In conclusion, Stoicism is a very useful philosophy for business. It teaches us to focus on what we can control, accept failure, stay calm under pressure. Be humble, prepare for the worst, focus on the present, be grateful, be honest, be resilient, and lead by example. By following these Stoic principles, we can become better leaders, make better decisions, and achieve long-term success in business. Remember, success in business is not just about money or fame. It's about being a good person, doing the right thing, and living a good life. Stoicism can help us do that. So, if you want to succeed in business, try to think like a Stoic.